Mike, turn your games down.
Time for a movie episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and don't forget to vote with me tonight.
Hey everybody, it's Kenneth, Sanity, and unlike Keanu Reeves in this movie, I am old, bold, and full of mold.
I don't know if I can top that. I know I can't. I'm Zach from Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress. And I was taking shrapnel and Quezon while you were still crapping in your hands and rubbing it on your face.
God, there's so many good lines in this movie.
Yes
I mostly wrote down quotes right before they happened. I was like, oh yeah, he's got a great line coming up. I just wrote them all down. I could lip sync like 80% of this movie.
That's pretty good.
It's
I cannot,
movie. I love
unfortunately.
it. I've seen it a lot.
We are here to talk about the movie that actually dominated a Patreon poll, which actually doesn't happen. Almost every poll we do is a tie now. Whether I want that or not, I can't say. But this wasn't a tie. People voted for Point Break, the 1991 version, hands down.
They understand cinematic perfection when they see it.
I'd like
I mean,
to
was this Donnie
already.
Darko, Ghost, Roadhouse, maybe? I think. I don't remember. I don't care enough to figure it out. But yes, this was the movie I wanted to win.
Great. Me too.
Same.
So we were talking about Point Break, directed by Catherine Bigelow, if I said that correctly. It came out in 1991, obviously, and screenplay by Peter Illa, whoever that is.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look into that.
And there's no Wikipedia for his name, so I can't even tell you any work he's done. So I always start these off with our memories. I had seen this movie once, over 10 years ago. A roommate of mine had told me, oh, you should check this out. And I watched it. I remember liking it, and I had never seen it again until a couple of days ago. I rewatched it for the podcast.
So this was only your second time?
Yeah, I've only seen it twice.
Wow. And it must have made an impression because you said you remembered a lot of it, right?
I remembered most of it. I
I
knew where the movie was going. Like, I knew that much. It's been a long time. And Ken.
Well, like a lot of people my age, I saw this once and it kind of changed my life. Like, it just, I don't know, something about this movie is, it's a special movie. You just kind of, you can divide your life into before you saw Point Break and after you saw Point Break, at least for me.
That's fair, yeah.
Like, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a great movie. And I watch this every, I don't know, I want to say probably at least once a year.
Oh,
because it's how to, you can see a lot of the future in this movie.
I would say that along the lines of what you were saying, it's not a perfect movie. I would say that it has flaws, but is still a perfect movie. If that makes sense.
It's the perfect movie that it needed to be.
Okay, I can agree on that. So
I mean, this movie did inspire somebody, actually. The bank robber named Hollywood. He was inspired to rob banks because of this movie.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yes. And he was kind of like Bodhi, because it was either get arrested or take a bullet. He didn't want to live in a cage. So, spoiler alert, take a bullet. There's a guy who, in 91, when this movie came out, he got obsessed with it. I forget his real name, but his moniker, where they called him Hollywood, he was a bank robber in Seattle. There's a documentary I watched, How to Rob a Bank, on Netflix. I watched it 3 times, actually. And they actually have a bunch of different parts of this movie in that documentary.
I think if you watch that movie 3 times, you get put on a list.
I'm sure I'm on many lists. I can never rob a bank. That's too much work.
Effort. Yeah.
That's a lot of effort for not a lot of gain. Nor would I want that much cash anyway.
I don't think I could deal with the adrenaline. It's just, it could be too much.
Unless if you rob a bank by yourself, like, you can't, you got to control the crowd. And in today's world, like, everybody's got a cell phone. Like,
Yeah, this was a totally different time for sure. This was 92, right? 91.
91.
Yeah.
91, yeah.
Very, very few cell phones at the time.
Yeah, so you can get away with stuff a lot easier nowadays. Like, hell, you'd have to take all their watches, too. Someone could just be like, 911, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it's happened. So yeah.
My viewing history with this, I think you would be hard-pressed to find somebody who has seen this movie more times than I have, except for my best friend from high school, who I watched this movie with every day, probably the summer of 92, because I think it was on HBO all the time then. I'm pretty sure we rented it or he owned it or something. But one summer we watched it every day, sometimes twice a day. And I was watching the movie for the show and was thinking about that. This is the same friend that I talked about in the Big Trouble in Little China episode, who named his son after Kurt Russell's character, named his son Jack. So I texted him about Point Break. I was like, didn't we watch this every day one summer? And he's like, yes. And he had just like 15 minutes ago convinced his son, who I think just turned 16, to watch the movie with him that night. That was their plan, was to watch Point Break that night for the first time for him. That was a pretty interesting coincidence.
That's amazing.
The future?
Yeah, I guess.
Boy, there's a lot of coincidences by things I do sometimes on the show.
So one of the things that I realized, I've never watched it before with director commentary. And then I realized that there is no director commentary, which is criminal. I would kill a drifter for a director commentary on this movie.
I mean, was this movie not a hit when it came out? Oh, it made money.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like it means more to people now than it did at the time.
Okay, that's probably fair.
I can't speak for anyone else, but it meant so much to me at the time too, though.
I mean, it didn't mean much to me. I mean, when I watched it, it stuck with me as a good movie. But I mean, this is probably more like my son is turning 18 soon, and this was back when he was probably like 4 or so. So it was a long time ago. Like my opinion of movies has changed a lot. So I mean, I was able to appreciate this film a lot more watching it a couple nights ago, and I watched it the correct way. I watched it on a TV and mostly in one sitting.
And not on Tubi?
No, not. It was on Paramount. Thankfully, still on Paramount at the time of this recording. So you can easily watch it on Paramount without commercials and without being upset.
Nice.
No, Tubi's fucking awful.
I got it from Canopy.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't own many movies. I don't own this one either.
I don't own this one either, which is weird for me.
I'm
Pretty
surprised.
sure I do. I mean,
better
I
the
own
amount
it
of times you
digitally
watched
for
it.
sure.
You need to own it digitally sometimes. I mean,
Well,
I
I own
need
it
to,
digitally
I need to
now.
I need to look at my DVDs and Blu-rays and see if I'm sure I must have a Blu-ray of it for sure. Let me see.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of bank robbing movies. Like, I have watched very few heist films. I don't think we've done many on this podcast, if any. This might be our first one.
I feel like the heist is incidental.
You're correct.
It doesn't mean anything. This is not the story of a bank robbing. This is not a story of the FBI. This is a story of 2 dudes.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of, I have a plot summary if you want it.
Yeah,
I do.
I forgot.
All right. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to read it like a rom-com trailer voice.
Nice.
FBI agent Johnny Utah has a problem. His boyfriend / extreme sports spiritual advisor is a bank robber, and he's trying to bring him to justice. He's also trying to not blow his cover with his girlfriend / surfing teacher, all while trying not to have Gary Busey yell at him. As Johnny infiltrates the robber gang, he finds himself not hanging onto his badge, but hanging 10 with the boys. What's a modern FBI agent to do?
Very good. Very good, sir.
Those are always good.
Oh, man. Like,
I do not like the name Johnny Utah, though, for the record. I think it's stupid.
Yes, that's why it's great.
So do you know why they called him Johnny Utah?
No.
So it was a take on Joe Montana.
Oh.
So Joe goes to Johnny, Montana goes to Utah. I watched that. There was a bunch of little extras in the version that I had, and that came out of that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that before.
Okay,
Makes
that's
sense
kinda
once you
cool.
hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes absolute sense.
And on the subject of Johnny Utah, they almost cast Charlie Sheen and Johnny Depp in the role. I could see Johnny Depp doing it maybe.
Matthew
And,
Broderick was another name I heard.
Oh, really? Oh my God, I would hate it. And it was originally also going to be directed by Ridley Scott.
That would have been interesting.
It would have been, yeah. But I don't know. I think Bigelow nailed it. She's really good.
Oh.
She's the one who fought for Keanu to have the role of Johnny Utah.
Was Keanu Reeves not that popular at this time?
I don't think as a serious actor, for more of a dramatic role or even an action role, right? I mean, what had he done? The 2 Bill and Ted movies? Was there even the second one by then? He
I'm
did.
checking that out right now.
I'm checking right now, too.
Youngbloods with Patrick Swayze actually before. So he had worked with Swayze before.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
I mean, he's a
no.
good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays himself, right? That's how I should say it. So he's enjoyable in movies.
Yeah, I don't think he's I would agree with that. I don't think he's a good actor, but I really like him. He's a really good guy in real life. So I won't say anything bad about him. But
no, he's one of the actors that kind of just plays himself. And that's fine.
And as he's gotten older, he gets the roles that are more suited for him playing himself.
Yeah. I've never seen all the movies before. He did do Bill and Ted, the first one, in '89, but he did not do any stuff that's really sticking out. He was in a lot of random movies, but nothing that I even know what the hell it is.
Well, he was also in Dangerous Liaisons in '88, which is very much a drama serious movie.
Okay.
God, what was that damn movie with Ryan Phillippe and Buffy?
Oh,
I have no idea.
Something game.
I'm looking at his
I can see
movies
it in
and
my mind.
nothing is jumping out to me. He did a movie. He was in a movie called Feeling Minnesota. Okay. With Cameron Diaz.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw that.
Cruel Intentions.
Thank you. I was about to Google it.
Yep. Cruel Intentions was basically a remake of Dangerous Liaisons. But Dangerous Liaisons is John Malkovich. So everybody should go out and watch that.
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, and now he's mostly famous for the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen one.
That's enough.
Oh,
honestly,
I definitely saw the second one. I don't remember if I saw the third or not. Is there 4 or 5? Because I think there's
four.
Okay.
Right?
I'm not counting Ballerina as a John Wick movie, even though he's in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not either.
Then there's 4.
Yeah.
I think there's a 5th one coming, though. Maybe.
I hope not.
Probably.
Nothing planned on here is in production, so I don't know. I don't watch them.
I will recommend The Replacements, starring Keanu Reeves. That's a good one.
Bad.
The Gift.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he was in that.
Another great movie.
That's Sam Raimi movie, right?
Was it Raimi?
I think so. It
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one's good. Nice
like
neo-noir.
in it, right?
And don't forget he's in Constantine.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That movie's awesome, Michael.
I know.
I will not have
I only saw it once. And when I watched it, I wasn't paying any attention because I was young and trying to sleep with the girl I was in the room with. So I did not care about the movie. I've never seen it otherwise.
It's good. You should watch it.
Yeah.
I want to. Hey, it's been on a poll a few times.
You should watch Knock Knock also.
Oh, yeah. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Eli Roth, right? That was like one of his good movies after Hostel.
Yeah. We've talked before about Eli Roth on the show.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. I am curious. I think I'm curious about Knock Knock. If I remember the poster got my attention, or like a couple scenes I've seen. I think it's a movie that, that one's got my attention.
Yep. I wonder why.
No, you don't. So,
but like Keanu Reeves, he does stuff. Like he does stuff, and he's interesting. Yep. Most recently, he was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So like he just does things, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. There's not. He's just interesting, and this is an interesting movie.
He does a good job in it.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays a fine FBI agent that becomes a surfer.
He does.
And he does play well off of Gary Busey, I can never say his name right, and Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, and Lori Petty. Like, brief moment in the podcast to talk about Lori Petty. I had the biggest crush on Lori Petty back in the day. I'm sure I'm not alone.
You are not.
Like, between this and Leave Their Own and Tank Girl, I was smitten. I was very much in deep smit. And she's very good here.
She's
fun.
I like her character a lot in this movie.
I wish she had more to do than just be a damsel at the end.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But, that was the time, I guess. If you want to see her be more proactive, I recommend watching the Pauly Shore joint in the Army Now.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Tank Girl. Tank Girl, amazing movie.
Isn't that based on a comic?
Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
I've never seen Tank Girl. I do remember seeing In the Army Now, and I just have like a positive feeling about it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Well, I recommend it even though Andy Dick is in it.
Oh, I kind of like him. He's kind of funny. Not always a great person. Rarely ever a great person.
No.
No, everybody was really good in this movie. I'm not a big fan of Gary Busey. How do you say his name?
Busey.
I'm not a big fan of him. I don't know. I mean, he's a fine actor and he plays a fine type of character. I just don't like the way he looks.
This is peak Gary Busey for me. Like, this is his best role, in my opinion. I love him in this movie. But I agree with you. He's a little
He's just ugly.
Sometimes.
Ugly to look at.
Have you ever watched the Buddy Holly story?
Yes, and I was unhappy when he played Buddy Holly. I watched half of it.
Look, I know it's not right to say that's racist, but it kind of feels like it should be.
I don't know what it is. He just didn't work for me. And I've only seen that movie a little bit because Tiff ended up buying it on Amazon before we went down to see a Buddy Holly show without Buddy Holly because he's been dead for years. But I don't know, there's something about him that like he's fine for certain part. He didn't work for me in that. In this, he worked fine. Like, he does a good job in this. He plays a very good, angry, I hate the world cop. because he feels like that's probably who he is.
I feel like he's more.
Maybe not hate the
he's just kinda
world,
over
but
it. He's just kind of
Yeah.
over it all, and
Jaded. He's
also
jaded.
won't really put
Yes.
up. Jaded. Thank you. That was the word.
that's a good word.
He's just not gonna put up with any bullshit.
And I can appreciate that. This is also one of the few, like I said, one of the few heroic roles that Gary Busey had in the 80s and 90s.
That's right. He was like the bad guy in Under Siege, right?
Yeah, Under Siege, Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
Like he got around.
Not exactly a good guy in Predator 2.
No.
You've never seen Predator 2?
It's been a while, but I mean, it does not hold a candle to the original, but I thought it was okay.
Oh, I know. It just over a year ago, I told the podcast I was going to cover the entire Alien Predator franchise, and I got one done so far. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably honor that someday. That's all.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I just came up with the same idea.
Yeah, but you'll get it done faster than me.
I probably will.
Oh no, he's fine in this movie. There was something about him in this movie where but maybe it's because I've seen him as a villain in so many movies. We're kind of like, yeah, he's a villain for me, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, he did fine. I have no complaint with him. I mean, being in the FBI for 20 years, you're probably going to be very jaded at that point, especially if you've been on a case for 3 years. Like the whole point of this movie is that he's been on this bank robber case for 3 years and can't catch them.
And everybody makes fun of him for his theory about them being surfers.
But he's right.
Totally, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's a lot to go on, but I guess, like, depending on what that wax is used for, I mean, they have it narrowed down. They say, like, 5 things. The only thing that really makes sense is sex wax.
That's part of why I think this is a really good movie, is beyond the action and the characters, the story itself makes a lot of sense. Somebody put some thought into the script here.
Yeah. There's a good amount of foreshadowing in it as well.
Yep.
Like they talk about, that knee injury and, took me out of football.
Yep.
And that just causes the probably arguably one of the most famous scenes in this movie. Shooting your gun up in the air and saying,
Yes. I don't think so, but I think some people would say it's an infamous scene, because I know some people who think that this movie is dumb because he like fired his gun in the air. I was like, I think you just don't get it. Like, he doesn't want to kill this dude. It's like his brother to him now.
But he has to fire. He can't be like, I was staring at him and then I didn't pull the trigger.
I thought he was doing it out of frustration, but I would accept that answer as well.
I would say both. I mean, it is frustration, but at the same time, he knew he had to fire so he could be like, I missed, versus I didn't take the shot.
I feel like he could have just been like, I didn't have the shot. Like, nobody was there to see, But I think he did it out of frustration, and then it serves the plot as well, because then Gary Busey's like, you don't miss. You're too close. Like you're in too deep. So
I mean, that does happen to undercovers. Like, I've watched enough cop documentaries like that. They get close sometimes. I mean, you kind of have to. That's how you fit in. That's how you don't get murdered. So, and Patrick Swayze, his character Bodie, is a really cool guy that you want to hang out with.
Totally.
Like, you want to be this guy's friend.
No.
You don't
want to hang out with him? He's pretty mellow.
Like, I'd get a beer with him maybe, but I wouldn't want to spend a lot of time with him because I'm pretty sure he would just piss me off.
Okay, so like when somebody says you want to hang out, I imagine getting a beer. So
yeah, but like it would be once, maybe twice, and I would be good for the rest of my life.
Too hippy dippy for you, huh?
Yeah, like I don't need to be told how everything in the universe is connected. I've had enough people in my life do that. I know the story. I get it. Please stop talking to me about it. Pretty please.
Yes, if you're getting drunk and high, it might not bother you as much. Right? Isn't that kind of what they're doing?
Or even more.
No, it'll be worse for me. Because then I'll be angry enough to take a swing at him. And that would end very badly because he's apparently quite good at fighting.
Yeah, he is in this movie. He is good at kicking ass.
That is it. The first fight scene, like where he's been surfing, and then the bunker, and I don't remember the guy's name. Is War Child. And
when Anthony Kiedis fights him.
Yeah. So did you notice that Anthony Kiedis is the first one to get knocked out?
Yup.
So in one of the behind the scenes things, it turns out that the fight coordinator was tasked with making this fight look good. And so he had everybody doing extra work basically on the weekends and on the off hours. And Anthony Kiedis didn't think that he needed to show up for that. And so they're like, all right, well, you're just going to get knocked out first. And then he didn't like that. And so then he started showing up for stuff later on. But I don't know. He doesn't really get in the fight later. He just shoots himself in the foot, right?
I thought he got shot in the foot. I didn't think he shoot himself.
No, somebody hits him with a door and he shoots himself in the foot.
Oh, that looked so fucking painful.
Yeah, it's a good one. I love that.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Oh, and in that scene, what's his name? Not Michael Madsen. Tom Sizemore playing the undercover cop.
Yeah.
I love that scene so much. Like at the end.
It's such a good scene. It feels real.
Yes. I've been waiting on these fuckers for 3 months.
Because the DEA wouldn't have talked to the FBI in general back then.
Oh, no.
I mean, now I think they do more, but back then they didn't talk. You don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. Hands never know what the other hands are doing.
Yeah, you're probably right. But especially back then, like, I know, like, I mean, especially in the 70s, oh, fuck, nobody talked to each other in the 70s. That's why some of these serial killers got away with it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You could just drive out of town and go somewhere else, and they would, like, they start all over. They have no idea who no idea. It worked out for some killers really well. But, okay, you're probably right. But that's what I was thinking of, like, when they bust them. And I was thinking to myself, like, if you have to go through all that trouble to, like, you think enough people would have to be notified or something. Like, it's not like these guys probably had connections in the government. Come on now. I mean, I don't think you have to worry about someone tipping them off in the government. Like, these aren't mafia. These are just a bunch of idiots. I mean, that's all they were. I do like how they call them Nazis in this movie. That made me laugh.
They had that energy, though.
I mean, they did, but, I mean, now that wouldn't have flown so well, in 2025. They'd be like,
Yeah. I said it before. I'll say it again. Nazi punks, fuck off.
Nice.
That's just what I was thinking of. Like, yeah, that would have a different. People would be like, oh man, this is woke now. They call Nazis bad. There's my joke. I've been waiting all day.
That reminds me of Green Room. Have you covered that yet?
I don't even know what that is, for the record.
Oh man, that's a good movie.
Apparently, someone does in this room.
Yeah,
that would be a good movie to cover now.
Yeah. Patrick Stewart in a very different role.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, horror action.
Yeah,
you got my attention.
Ooh, that's a doozy. It is.
I've seen that one a few times. I like that one.
Likewise.
Never even heard of it.
Check it out.
Definitely recommended.
Okay, it'll go in my head somewhere, and I'll file it away.
I would also recommend another movie from this director. Catherine Bigelow also did a wonderful vampire movie back in 1987 called Near Dark.
Yes. I thought you covered that. No?
No.
I never even heard of it.
What was I listening to? It was a podcast, I don't know, last year.
It's very possible that somebody can mention it at some point on this show, but we've never actually covered it.
That is a great one.
It's entirely plausible.
And it's got Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, Jeanette Goldstein.
I've never heard of this, so hard
James LaGrosse from this movie. Yeah. He plays like some cowboy.
Okay. I love James LaGrosse. He's awesome.
Yeah. Phantasm 2 is James LaGrosse.
I was just about to say that. Phantasm 2, yeah. And he was really good in Justified. I don't know if you watched that series.
I did not, but not because I didn't want to. I just never got around to it. Now I feel like, well, I'll get around to it eventually.
I think it's worth your time. If you like Timothy Oliphant. It's just a bunch of like cool dudes saying cool things. That's most of it.
Okay.
I wonder how many
just modern day Deadwood.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Nice.
I wonder how many people wanted to learn how to surf after this movie. I'm assuming a lot.
Surfing was fucking huge around this time.
Oh, I have there was a movie called Surf Ninjas that probably came out around this time too. So
yeah, 93.
So when I first saw this, I lived in upstate New York. There was no ocean nearby. But then I eventually moved to California, and I was in school in Santa Barbara, and a roommate of mine got me to start surfing, and it is really, really difficult. I was never good at it, and I haven't done it since I moved to San Diego. It's been, when was that, 2008? I just
terrifies me.
It's hard to do. You don't have to go out in big waves. Everybody like in this, they're putting Keanu, if he was really a beginner, they're putting him out in way too big waves to start. But so you can go out in smaller waves, get a big board. It's a lot easier that way too. But I don't know how it is here in San Diego, because like I said, I never surfed here, but in Santa Barbara, and I think it's like this in a lot of other places, it is super territorial. And it's like the part where he gets punched for dropping in on a guy, Bunker punches him, right? I've almost been punched for almost dropping in on somebody before. Like, I was like, but I didn't. He's like, yeah, and you better not. I'm like, okay, but I didn't. And so
you almost did. And this is like horseshoes and hand grenades.
Exactly, right? So it's hard, and a lot of people are dicks. So I can understand why you wouldn't want to. But there are people, like, a lot of people around here love it. And it just becomes their lifestyle. It's almost like they live to surf. And I just never, I think just because I wasn't good at it, I never really felt that. I got maybe like 3 good rides in my entire few years of trying to surf.
I'm just not a big fan of oceans in general because there's things in there that can eat me.
Yeah.
So I find less interest in them.
I hear you.
That's really it. Like, I just don't mess with oceans. I've been to the Atlantic. Right, that's the one on the East Coast, right?
That's the cold one. Yeah.
Yes, I've been to that one a few times, but I just don't care for oceans, or giant lakes. I don't like a lot of water like that. That's all. I have a weird thing about water with things that could live in there and eat me.
Oh, we should definitely cover underwater.
Oh, is that what's her name from?
Yeah, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, I like that. It was pretty good.
I like her, so I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Damn good movie.
Yeah,
That's
you're gonna play on my fear.
Point Break.
No, I mean, this movie's entertaining too. Like, I didn't check the time. I didn't Marvel Snap. Like, I just sat here and watched the movie. That's always a plus for me.
It goes fast. How long is it? Is it
2 hours?
2 hours?
More than 2 hours long.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It doesn't feel like it though. It's 2 hours and 1 minute and 57 seconds, and it does not feel like a 2-hour movie. It goes by quick. It keeps the plot moving. It keeps you entertained. Like, what you want in a movie.
Yeah, it's very zippy, and it doesn't get boring, which is good.
And to go back to your earlier point, Ken, you're right. There's not a lot of heist stuff in this movie. There's like 2, I guess, that you see one on a videotape, and then they have the other one that they do later on. Or no, I guess 3. Is the one that they bring him in on. So, but they're all pretty quick. I'm assuming like a heist movie would probably be more like Ocean's 11, which is about the heist.
Yeah.
Probably you're more to your reference.
You brought up something that I wanted to mention, actually. I really liked how they did that transition from that first heist, because it's not all videotape, right? You're in the heist, and then the last part of it, like, as I don't remember which guy it was, but he runs out and like moons them, and I think his butt says "Have a nice day" or something like that, and he like
says thank you.
Oh, is that what it said? Okay. So then you'd think I would know that after I've seen this so many times. But so then like at that point, it like kind of crossfades into the video screen of them reviewing the tape. And I don't know, I really liked that transition. That was cool.
They do a good job with it.
Really good stuff that happens in this movie. Like the way the surfing is shot, the way the skydiving is shot. Like, it's an absolutely beautifully shot movie.
Yes.
And the action scenes are shot very well.
Yes. You know what I really appreciate about the action scenes is it's not super shaky cam. I hate the shaky. It's died down quite a bit, but there was a period of time, and like, I don't know, the early 2000s where action meant the camera was moving around a lot and you couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, I think we can blame Jason Bourne for that.
I guess I won't watch those movies.
Like the first one. The first one's the only one I've seen, but that was lousy with shaky cam.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I remember liking it.
It's just clean.
Yeah.
Oh, the surf stuff is good, though.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know if any of y'all ever seen the movie The Endless Summer, I think it was.
I don't think I have.
It's a surf movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like documentary type thing.
Well, in this, they say the ex-presidents rip off banks to finance the endless summer.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, hey, I think they wore good masks. I mean, 3 of the 4 people were actual criminals and mass murderers, so it wasn't wrong. I don't think Jimmy Carter did anything wrong, but the other 3 are definitely mass murderers.
Well,
I can defend that opinion, too.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's challenging
fight
you.
No, that's why I stayed quiet, but I could. And I want to, but I don't need to. Well, Nixon and Lyndon Johnson both played a part in the Vietnam War, and they both should have pulled out, but wouldn't because they didn't want to lose the vote. So, fuck both of them.
And they were both in Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
And Reagan, thanks to Reagan, we have fuck the poor economics.
Ronald Wilson Reagan, 666. He was the devil.
Yes, he is.
Anyway.
Hey, I had to get that joke in here at some point. I've been waiting to. That stuck with me in the movie. Like, back when I first saw this was the fact that they had those masks on, but my opinion back then was much less political than it is in 2025, so this one hit more.
They're good masks, too, right?
They are.
Like, they're shockingly good masks.
And it's stuff that you could find in a bank robbing group calling themselves the ex-presidents is kind of hilarious. So, yeah, I liked it. I liked the idea of it. I mean, and this is also, early 90s, so you don't have nearly the amount of technology that you would have now, which is also kind of nice, kind of interesting to look back at a movie that's, 30 years old. So
I feel like it's a lot easier to make a movie that's set in this time period than if you were to try to remake this set now. It would be It'd be a lot more difficult to justify some of the things that happen.
Yeah.
People even still rob banks as much?
It's mostly
Wow.
hacking now, right?
Yeah. Seems risky to physically go rob a bank.
Yeah. Oh, the number of bank robberies has drastically decreased with 80% decline over the past 20 years.
Wow. Thanks, technology.
Yeah. Some criminals are now focusing on cybercrimes rather than traditional bank robberies.
Yeah, see, what's the point? This country used to stand for something.
But I mean, that's something that I find interesting too, like watching this, because I was thinking about that. Like, yeah, you couldn't do this shit anymore because it just, it's not there. Plus, you can do all that cash. So, nah.
It's funny. They rob banks less, but money laundering has never been easier. It's wild.
No, money laundering is not hard.
Especially not cash now. Oh my God, it is so easy.
Yeah, I watched enough drug documentaries. Yeah, not that hard. You could just go buy an NFT.
I'm gonna stop talking before I end up on a list.
I'm sure we already are many lists, Kat. After all the stuff that we have said on this podcast, we're on many lists. Don't worry.
But I am worried.
Remember the whole NFT scam, like when video games grading, like selling like $1 million, and I'm pretty sure it was the same guy buying it back and forth. So
Yes.
just giving himself $1 million to give to the other version of himself, just to be like, oh look, I sold it for over $1 million. Oh look, I sold it for 16 million. So Point Break. But you're right. This movie is not really about. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of like criminal activity. You just have a lot of cool shit happening, and like when they do the whole raid on the Nazis, like also like my whole thing is like someone comes to your door and your first situation was pull out all the guns.
They're on drugs. They're paranoid.
I've been paranoid too, but I also don't own any guns, so I guess I never had that thought of like I better go grab all my guns. Like, but once you shoot the guy, not like whoever the guy was is gonna just go away, or his buddies aren't gonna come. And if it's the government, you kill one cop, they ain't gonna go, nah, man, he killed John, we're done. No, they're coming back with lots more.
I don't think that they're concerned with that at all. I think it's, they're going to shoot their way out of it or be shot, and that's that. And they got shot.
Yeah, they get fucked up. A guy grabs the naked woman at one point and uses her as a shield. I was like, oh, you're nice.
Well, he gets what he deserved.
He gets shot right in the head.
Yep, that's what he gets.
Hell of a shot. Oh, I like that. Also, right after that scene, before Dietz, Tom Sizemore comes in and lays into him, Pappas goes to talk to Keanu Reeves, and he's got the line, like, just been paper targets up until today, huh? It's no different, just a little more to clean up. I like that. That's a good example of how jaded and detached he is.
Yeah, because you just took somebody's life. And I've never been in war. I've never taken anyone's life, but I'm assuming that it haunts you.
Yeah, that can't feel good. Even if it's self-defense. I mean, I would feel like...
I'm sure it stays with you.
That would be rough.
I've watched enough documentary stuff that it has to stay with you, but I'm never asked anybody, nor am I going to.
Not really.
I know multiple soldiers, but
bloody party.
I'm not going to ask. So I don't know. That's kind of, but yeah, you're right. It does really show about the whole thing, him being jaded. Again, that's why he does such a good job in this, because he just seems like a jaded person in general. Just the character he plays, I feel like, in a lot of movies.
We were talking about the chase before, or the action scenes before, and didn't really get to talk about the car chase that turns into a foot chase after the gasoline fight accident.
Okay, first off, before we get into the gasoline fight, or, well, actually about the gasoline fight, having the Reagan masked robber shooting gas everywhere on fire, choice.
Yes, great. But yeah, so that's Swayze in the Reagan mask, right?
Yeah.
Or his character, actually, is in, I should say. Because it turns out that he was promoting Ghost at the time that they were filming that, and his stunt double had to do that whole scene, the foot chase. But
that works in movies.
What's that?
It's funny how stuff like that happens in movies.
Yeah, I would have never questioned it. But I mean, it's his stunt double. That's why that guy has the job, right?
Yes.
I love that chase scene. It's great. That foot chase, like through somebody's house. And like this lady, like Swayze goes through first, and then Keanu Reeves is running through, and that lady's like, "Get out!" She's like, I think she's hitting with like a vacuum cleaner attachment, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
awesome.
can't even imagine running through people's houses like that. Like that's just got to be such a.
That's why it's so awesome.
It is good. I mean,
you're never going to be able to do that.
I was thinking of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I could hear that music playing in my head as that part was happening, where he's running running to get home before his sister. The pow, pow, pow. That's all I could think of. One of our cats is screaming. I think it's on Ken's side. That's fine. That's what this podcast has. I always amplify cat screams for some reason. I love cats.
Me too.
Yeah, where was I going with this before the cat started screaming? I got sidetracked.
We were talking about chasing.
Oh, the chase. I mean, it's a good scene. I like it. But I was also thinking about like when they're camping out in the bank. Like, I mean, if you're an undercover cop, should you really be there with just one other guy, and then you just start running after the people that know who you are?
Look, we're not here for correct police procedural. All right. Like, if you want that, go stick with your documentaries.
I know. The part that got me is that he goes back home after he doesn't catch them.
Yeah.
So
And they know where he lives. I'm like,
okay. So I really like
It
that
cracked me
actually because all right, so he's probably like 99% sure that it's them, right? There's that little bit of doubt. I don't think he wants it to be them. And then he goes back home and then they come to get him. I love that scene because like both of them are bluffing, right? So Swayze's pretending that he doesn't know Utah's FBI and Utah's pretending that he doesn't know that Bodie's the bank robber. And I don't know. I just like the way that plays out. It adds to the tension.
it does. Because the other guys just want to kill him. And he's like, hey, we're going to go take him skydiving.
Yeah. That's so great, that whole scene, because it does seem like they're just setting him up to have an accident skydiving, right? That would be a great way to get rid of him.
I mean, I'm sure it happens.
I love the whole part where they're passing not the backpacks, but the parachute packs around, because none of the guys trust Bodie to have packed Utah's chute correctly, because they think that he's gonna have the accident, right? And then I think Utah ends up with the backpack that he had to begin with.
I was trying so hard to keep track.
Right?
It's hard because it moves a lot. But I thought I mean, that's what Tiffany said because she was watching this with me and she had made the comment. She's like, I think it's the same backpack.
Yeah. He's like, are we going to jump or jerk off?
The lines in this movie are... Man, I'd be screwed because if they took me skydiving, I would just stay in the plane. Like, I trust you. I just ain't getting out of the I ain't jumping out of the fucking plane.
I think when I was like 18, maybe my early 20s, I think I would have been able to do it. There's no way I would do it now.
I am terrified of heights. When I go to the Mall of America and I'm on the third floor, I don't even like to look over the railing. I don't.
Yeah, we have a Museum of Natural History here, and it's like 5 floors with a railing, and you're just looking down into like I don't know, whatever the
abyss.
yeah.
That's what it is to me.
Yeah, might as well be. So yeah, that always makes me freak out. I don't like to be near the railing there either.
I could never do skydiving. Just that idea of jumping out and falling. I mean, like, sure, I bet it's exhilarating, like they're talking about in this movie, but I'm like, fuck no. Like, no.
I would do it so fast.
Do it now while you're still young.
To get away from Bodie, you mean?
No, I would. If somebody were to come up to me right now and say, "Can't jump out of a plane," I'd be like, "All right, cool,
Can't jump out of a plane.
Let's go."
Or you're not going with them.
You go first, though.
You go.
Honestly, there are some days, man. I think real long and hard about it.
I'm just too terrified. Too terrified of planes and heights. Okay, I don't mind planes, but the idea of being in a small plane and leaping out of it, nah, no thank you. But that's a great scene. Like, they filmed it great, especially the tension of you thinking that they might try to kill him. And for the record, there are also not very many skydiving accidents that result in fatalities. I just Googled it.
No.
So,
but it's not zero.
Not zero, but it's like 0.28 per 100,000 jumps. So it's low.
But not zero. You know what? You know how you make it go to zero? You don't jump out of the plane. Yeah.
I mean, your plane could still crash, though. Highly unlikely.
That's actually, it's probably more likely than...
Oh, yeah. Probably more likely your planes, especially in the early part of 2025.
Such a
That's
sad
why
time to deal with
I was
it.
supposed to fly this year, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'll just wait. I'll go fly later.
I mean, it is statistically still the safest way to travel, but not as safe as it used to be.
I'll wait until, well, I had other travel plans that I had to come up. Instead, I need to see my father more instead of flying across the country and doing other stuff. But it's something that I've lost interest for this year. I'm like, maybe next year, the year after, then I'll fly again. Hopefully next year.
I'm not really one for traveling anyway. So like, oh yeah, I'm too afraid to fly right now. That's a good excuse.
I like traveling a little bit, but I can only do so much.
I love traveling. I just can't afford it.
Yeah, there's that too. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all.
It's not getting cheaper.
No, and later this year, I'm traveling down to Madison, then Milwaukee for a week. So between those, so I'll only be in Milwaukee for like 3 nights or so. But that's my plan. One reason we're going down there, we're actually going to go see Princess and the Bride in like a little like theater with Carrie Ellis there to present it and then talk about it.
Oh, is that up at the
What are
PAX?
you seeing?
Yes, The Princess Bride.
There you go.
I said it wrong, didn't I?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, not the first time that's happened.
I was just going to let it go.
I'm not one to let things like that go.
Fair enough.
So I would be remiss if we didn't spend a little bit of time talking about John C. McGinley in this.
Oh my God, what a perfect asshole.
Which one was he?
He's Harp, the guy, the FBI.
Oh,
In charge of the FBI. He's basically,
okay. The
"Why
young,
don't you
dumb, and
astonish
full of
me,
cum guy.
shitface?" Yeah. Oh man, he is so good. And this is well before Scrubs, where he was also
Plays an asshole?
fantastic. Yeah, I
And-
love that guy. He's so good.
When is Office Space?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Office
He's an
Space
asshole in that,
is... Oh God, what is that? Early 2000s?
Isn't it that? Is it?
I
I was
think it's
older than
late
that.
90s. I would say late.
99.
Oh wow, it's not as old as I thought it was.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
just plays a good asshole.
He's actually got a little tiny part in Seven as well.
Yep, California.
Yep. He's like, dicks.
He is
But
good in this.
he
Like
is-
his like serious face and he's in Highlander too. The Quickening also.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Like, yes, the surfboard bothers me. Yes, your approach to this whole case bothers me. And yes, you bother me. He is great.
good shit.
I feel like
Oh.
everything I've seen him in, he's played an asshole and he's played it well.
And for the first time ever, I finally looked up because he's got that line about like, "Oh, you're a real Blue Flame special, huh?" And then like a minute later, Gary Busey said something about Johnny Unitas or something being a Blue Flamer. I said, "What does that mean?" Even so, I looked it up. Do you guys know what that is?
Nope.
So it's like someone with obvious fake enthusiasm, like so eager to do good that you have a blue flame shooting out of your asshole.
Oh,
That's a term.
It's real specific.
That is a
fun.
real specific term.
Yeah. Of all the years and the number of times I ever saw this, I just never bothered to look it up. So I finally did.
I feel like we need to bring that back.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people that it applies to.
Oh, I know a lot of them.
But it's just funny how specific that term is. Like it just kept going. There was a lot like, wow, all right. Someone doesn't like that term.
Categories. Oh, I thought that was an agreeing sound.
It sounded upset.
You guys know how hard it is to have a deaf cat who can't hear herself and has no clue how loud she's being.
That's so
I don't have any. I had a blind cat. She's like, I don't hear anything, so mine must be quiet. Let's scream louder to get his attention. But you're doing a good thing. Anytime you take in a kitty, it's a good thing. Even when I question my decisions on a daily basis of my kitties, it's a good thing. That's how I see it with cats. They choose us. We don't choose them. I love cats. If you haven't known that yet, people who listen to the podcast.
I think you may have mentioned it once already in the podcast.
A few times, yes. I always will. I think I was just mentioned in this movie that I want to talk about. When they take her, I thought that's a pretty good scene. Like the fact that a guy just, Bodhi cares about her, but he's like, yeah, I got this other guy that works for me. Like, that's what he's here for. Like, he can do the shit that I can't do. And he kidnaps her, which
Rosie.
only reason that they get away with it.
Yep.
So
I like that scene too because Bodhi's emphasizing. He's like, "Don't you?" He's like, "That's why I need Rosie. I could never do that." And then later on, he has to kill somebody, like when the bank robbery goes bad. And I think that just pushes him over the edge, and he's just making bad decision after bad decision at that point.
yeah, that's a good scene too when he shoots the cop. But also, like,
Yeah.
why the fuck
Nobody
are you?
fucking move?
Why are you shooting the bank robbers? Like, there's 4 guys. Why bother? Or 5 guys. They don't know Keanu Reeves doesn't have a loaded gun. Like, why bother?
Because the cop wants to be a hero. And the security guard comes with he's like, "No, come, please don't." Just
Like, they don't pay me enough for this shit. Like,
yeah, exactly. He's a terrible shot too.
I mean, security guards aren't like, I feel like a lot of them, they're not really meant to shoot. They're just there to, be there to make you not do something, not actually shoot at you.
It's the illusion of security.
Yeah.
Something this country knows a lot about. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I do like how they talk about earlier in the movie, like when they were playing football on the beach, they talk about how he hurt his knee, and that comes up 3 different times in this movie?
Mhm.
Because one with the chase, and then it comes up with the with the skydiving when he jumps out the plane near the end with no freaking parachute.
Oh yeah. I
That's
love that scene. It's
Good
so good.
scene.
Oh, that is such a good
We're
scene.
gonna be meat waffles. Pull the chute. But you were saying something about the football scene. Oh, so yeah, when he tackles Bodhi in the water and everybody gets in his face, and then he's like, "Ah, don't you know who this is?" And it's like, "Oh, Johnny fucking Utah. Sorry, man." But it was for like half a second when I was watching it this time, I was like, wait a minute. They know who Johnny Utah is. They knew that. They know that he like played football and all this stuff, but they don't know that he's like he went into the FBI. Then I was like, well, this was 1991. Like the internet barely existed. Nobody had it, right?
Yeah.
So why would they know that? They're surfing meatheads who happen to like some football. So I thought that was believable.
They don't seem like the type of people who would be on LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I said surfing meatheads. I don't mean all surfers are meatheads, but these guys particularly did not seem to have much outside interest in anything.
Pretty
else.
much their life is they rob banks, and they live off that money for the rest of the year, then come back and rob more banks.
Yep.
So,
which is good work if you can get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the 90s. You could do it then. A lot of people robbed banks in the 90s.
Look, man, I don't know that you can't do it now. Just because people aren't doing it doesn't mean you can't.
That's fair.
I'm going to stop right there.
But I feel like getting away with it is not going to be nearly as simple. So, but in that chase scene, I do like when he throws a dog at him. It's a pit bull. That made me laugh too. He's like, here, cat. Throws him a dog.
It's a great chase, man. They did. It's a perfect chase scene. It doesn't drag on. All kinds of interesting, unique things happen.
And Zach, have you been to LA? I'm assuming you have.
Yeah, I hate LA. Sorry, LA.
I think
I've been there, but yeah, it's
so those like not tunnels, but like the creek things they run into. That's like normal. That's a normal LA thing.
That's the LA River.
Oh,
like I shit you not. That's the LA. The LA River is paved essentially. It's all concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And that one in particular might not be the LA River, but there are other offshoots of it and stuff. But like it all comes together, and whenever I take the train to Santa Barbara, we stop in LA, and it always goes over the LA River, and I just look at it. And there's like a trickle of sludgy brown water in like this mostly empty concrete basin. I don't know what you want to call it. With shopping carts tipped over, movies. And that's same in T2.
Yes.
That's the LA River, man. They call it a river.
I'm assuming it's got to get filled with water sometimes, right?
Yeah, I mean, when it rains. Okay. Yeah.
It was just I was always curious. I'm like, I was like, is this like a real thing? I mean, it had to be because I've seen multiple movies with it. Like, I'm assuming, but okay, I was just curious what the fuck it was.
But yeah, it was the same. I had the same reaction when I learned that's the LA River. Yeah. I feel like that's a metaphor for the city of LA. I'm being really unfair to LA. I hate driving through there. So.
I think every single person that drives in LA hates driving through LA.
That's probably true, yeah. But I mean, people like living there. I have friends there. They love it.
Do they drive?
Yeah. They don't. I mean, what other choice do you have? It's not like the public transit is good.
I just know I used to work with a guy who he ran a store in Van Nuys, and he was telling me about it, and he was telling me like, oh yeah, it take like 45 minutes to get it like a mile. I'm like, what the fuck?
Van Nuys is quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but it's a bit north of LA, so that's not even quite that bad.
Okay, he was at Studio City, Van Nuys. I forget other names he used to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where exactly the boundary of the city boundary stops. I'm just thinking about all the train stops we have. Like there's Union Station, which is downtown LA, and then Van Nuys might be the first stop after that. I'm not sure, but
it's on my bucket list someday to go to LA. And I also want to travel. There's a college in LA I want to go outside and take a picture of. North part of LA. It's the same building that is the Power Rangers Command Center in the show that they used to shoot for. They took the outside and made it the command center. I think so. I got to go see that someday and get a picture by it.
I think LA is fine to go visit if you don't have to drive around. So that's why I always take the train through. But I'm going there in September for Nine Inch Nails. And, I got a hotel, and I'm gonna Uber wherever I need to go because I'm not going to drive it. But
that's the best time sometimes to get through some cities. Like when I go to Chicago, I don't drive. I just Uber. I will not rent a car and drive. I did rent a car in Boston, but that's because I had to go through other cities to get around for things I was doing, so I had to rent a car. But
anyways, back to Point Break.
I do like how they, everyone essentially gets killed except for Rosie and Bodhi till near the end of the movie. Like I think they did a good job with that, and Rosie dies off screen.
Yeah, so that's interesting. He's like, lose something, bro? I found a unclaimed piece of meat in Baja. Turned out to be Rosie. Guess you picked a knife fight with somebody better. Did So what? I mean, we don't know, but did Bodie kill Rosie, or did he really just pick a knife fight with somebody? Like he was just drunk and picked a fight with the wrong person.
That's a good
I
one.
think Bodie killed him.
That's kind of my interpretation.
I didn't think about that, but that would make sense. I mean, he's already killed one person.
Exactly.
I mean, not in the group. He's angry with everything. Like, I think that makes perfect sense.
Rosie's a bit of a loose cannon, and probably a liability. So seems like, and also I feel like why else would have Johnny Utah have brought that up?
Yeah. I didn't even think about that in this movie. Also, two things I just want to bring up. Thank you, reminded me. Like when they do the botch robbery, or when everybody gets murdered, and Johnny Utah, he makes them go in there without the mask. Like I feel like he was done with the FBI. Like you can't exactly be like, yeah, I was undercover. Like you're done.
It is stretching reality a bit there. But I don't. That's what I was saying before. Like it's a flawed movie, but it's still perfect to me. I'm not an expert in FBI goings on, so I don't really have a problem with looking past that. But I'm sure that would not work out in real life.
I mean, they were about to arrest him. They're like, "You're accessory to murder. He killed a cop."
Well, so I guess it does make sense there because Pappas knocks out what's his name. Harp, right? He's like, why don't you astonish me, shit face, right? And then he takes Utah like he's going to drive him in, and then they're driving down the road, and Utah's like, I know where they're going. Pappas says, I figured you did. And so he was never really arrested at that point. I don't want to say it doesn't make sense because then it sounds like I'm being negative.
No, you can still enjoy a movie and love it and still point out things that don't make 100%. I mean, it's a movie. A movie sometimes, a movie has to do things that are more entertaining than what really would have happened. Because after his partner would have died, that would have been the end of the film. There would have been no last part where he's following Bodie on the beach. He would have been in prison.
Well, here, actually, you know what? What would have made more sense is he could still go to the beach. He could still find Bodie. But he should not be with the FBI at that point. It should just be like a personal vendetta.
Yes.
And the fact that he's working with the FBI at that point, I mean, maybe, and this is stretching it, maybe he's trying to stay out of jail by working with the FBI. And like, that's like his, maybe that's some kind of deal he worked where he's like, if I get this guy, I just am like lifetime probation or something, but he should not have a shield to throw into the water at the end.
No, none of that would happen. I was also curious. I was kind of bummed that I wanted to know whether the girl was still with him or not.
I got to say, no, there's no way that relationship could have worked out.
No, because as Keanu Reeves would later tell us, relationships formed based on sex from an extreme circumstance, like a racing bust, never work out.
Did he say that, or did Sandra Bullock say that in Speed 2?
She said it first, but he said it at the end.
Oh, okay.
Or vice versa.
Well, I guess that could still be the reason why he wasn't in Speed 2, but
yeah.
Good call, Keanu Reeves, by the way, to not be in that movie.
No, you are right. There's no way that relationship is going to last after you lie about your parents getting killed because her parents were killed. Not to mention that you lied that you're an FBI agent and you're trying to essentially arrest her ex-boyfriend. Yeah,
doesn't seem like it's going to work out.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, I was also wondering. I have a weird issue in movies, like when he's abandoned, and I'm going to assume Mexico. Like, how the fuck is he going to get back? Like, I have this issue Mexico. Where I want the scene where he gets back.
It's not the Amazon, it's Mexico. They have phones there.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not like he was on the other side of the world in Middle East, and he was broke because all his stocks were sold, and he had no money, and he somehow got to a city that's on lockdown. You're right. It makes more sense.
It's not Batman. This is.
I can show you where it hurt.
I thought I would say this, but this is more realistic than Batman.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But like, I know we've said it a lot during this episode, but this is just, it's a fun ride. And this is back when movies used to be able to just do that. Now everything has to be interconnected and all this nonsense and blah-bitty-blue. And this is back when movies could just be fun, to be enjoyable. And damn it, I miss that.
No, this is completely a fun movie. And that ending, I think, is also a really good ending. I mean, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, how long have you been carrying around a fucking... Was it that Reagan mask, or did he buy another one and just kind of had it with him? I was wondering that, too.
He carries it with him all the time, just in case he runs in, like, finally does it. That's funny. I didn't think about that.
Yep. I really do think that he does.
But he did know that he wouldn't miss the 50-year storm.
So, was that, like, Was it? Has it been only a year later? I was kind of wondering that too.
I
But
guess.
I know it. Okay.
Yeah, because Bodhi said it wasn't coming until, somewhere down the line. So within the year, and there was some time, obviously, that he was trying to track him down. So
I mean, he did. Bodhi did say because like he's like Bells Beach, Australia, and like no way Bells is that big. And he said it will be next year or like next winter or something. He says says something that's pretty specific about the timing. And then no need to go until there's this big storm coming in, right? So just kind of keep an eye on the weather.
You just like go to I guess it's one beach then. So you just hang out at the beach every day if there's a storm.
He said specifically Bells Beach.
Okay, so it wouldn't be that hard to find.
No one's been out. No one's going out.
And like it's not like they didn't have weather technology back then.
Right.
Like we don't anymore either.
Oh man, it looks like it's gonna be a storm off Australia. I better go. That was my Keanu Reeves. It was not good.
Good enough.
It's fine.
It's just a good scene. I was gonna say, like, with that whole thing, like fighting. I mean, how many movies have pulled that scene off where while you're fighting somebody in the water, you just act like you're dead, and then they give up? And I feel like I was ever in a fight for my life, I'm not gonna stop. And you're in the water, I'm not gonna stop choking until I know, because you're gonna get up and try to kill me again.
I would.
If I'm in that situation.
If I was losing, I would fake dead though. But yes, if I was the one doing the choking, I would be sure. Yeah,
because I watched like multiple movies and TV shows, and they do that. I was just watching a show recently, and a character does that, and then they get up and then commit murder later. I'm like, no, if you're choking someone in the water and you're fighting for your life, you make sure it's over.
I do like though that he cuffs Bodhi while they're fighting, and then Bodhi's gonna walk away, but he's chained to him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you had to do that so he could then let him go.
That's right. Yeah. What the fuck you taught? You let him go. No, I didn't.
I think that's a great ending for him.
Yeah.
Like the only better ending would have been Bodhi and Johnny riding off into the sunset together.
On the same surfboard.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I'm assuming he would have died, or he chooses to die in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the implication there.
Yeah, he dies his way. He's not going to live in a cage. He's going to go out trying to do this once in a lifetime ride. And, good for him. Good for him. I respect it. Wouldn't have been my move, but, good for him.
No, drowning is not how I want to go out. So drowning seems awful. But, I mean, somebody like that, I mean, he's not going to be able to handle being in prison.
No, certainly not. No. So I guess Utah took mercy on him.
And, good. Everybody needs a good friend like that that'll let you go out dying instead of going to jail.
Yeah. I love that. I love all that dialogue at the end, too.
It's all really good.
Compadre.
Oh, so good.
But also, how can you, you told the guy years ago where you were going to be, and you don't expect him to maybe show up?
I think, he's probably like us, where he's like, there's no way that guy's still with the FBI.
I mean, he shouldn't be, but
right.
This is a movie, so,
I actually meant to mention earlier when we were talking about surfing. So the movie is called Point Break. Do you know what a point break is?
Because Wikipedia told me, but otherwise, no, I did not.
Well, what did Wikipedia say? Now I'm curious.
Oh, now I have to go and scroll.
It's fine. So
where a wave breaks as it hits its point of land jutting out from the coastline.
Yeah, so that gives you waves that kind of wrap around, and they're a lot easier to catch, and usually end up with a longer ride, as opposed to a beach break where it tends to break in sections. Not always, but they just kind of roll straight in. So people tend to prefer point breaks. That's about all the surfing knowledge I have.
And I know before we started talking about this movie, you also mentioned that, for those, there's a remake in 2015 that you said is not good.
It is not. It is trash.
That's what I've heard too.
It's not even interesting in terms of action and stuff. It's boring. It's got none of the soul of this movie, and I can't remember. There was something extra stupid about it. I can't remember what it is now. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again just to remind myself.
I won't give you a reason to. I can tell you that much.
It's not good. I don't recommend it to anyone. I just watched it out of curiosity. I was like, how bad can this really be? Answer, pretty bad.
You can't replace Patrick Swayze, so.
No,
they tried though. I guess the remake originally had Gerard Butler in mind, but scheduling conflicts, you know how those go.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
Because
just
the guy that they put in it is a total Timu version of Gerard Butler.
Perfect.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Before we go, I want to talk real quick about how much this has influenced damn near everything. It's influenced the MCU. Tony Stark loves to
Yep.
call
Yes.
Thor Point Break.
I was going to mention that because I do MCU adjacent movies, and at one point I was going to do this because it is technically MCU adjacent since Tony calls Thor Point Break all the time. I love that.
and that is so you are stretching for that MCU adjacent,
I
huh?
really wanted to cover this movie, so I'm glad I don't have to do that now. Thank you.
You still
You're doing me a
can.
favor. Well, no, this is good. This is good for me.
But also Hot Fuzz, obviously references this. 22 Jump Street, I think it was, the one where they go to college. Like that.
22, the sequel.
Yeah.
The one with yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Very much draws from this. The Fast and the Furious with Paul Walker and Vin Diesel. I mean, it's basically Point Break on the highway.
Yeah.
Like, this movie has influenced a lot of things. And I'm here with it. I love it. It's great.
And freaking Fast and the Furious. Yeah, you are right. That does make sense. Someone said that too, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can see it. I don't know if I want to see it, but I can see it. All right, any other things to say, or should we go to Shelf Stacker Box?
I'm good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, I'm going to go first. I'm going to put it on the shelf. I really liked it.
Nice.
I had a good time rewatching this movie. I wasn't bored. It's entertaining. It's just a fun film. And I'm glad I got around to rewatching it again after all these years. So thank you, Patreon, for giving me a reason to. So it's going on the shelf. And what about you, Ken?
Oh, 100% it's on the shelf. I'm going to actually try to find a good Blu-ray copy of this, or maybe a 4K, so I can actually put it on my shelf because
Nice.
I watched it enough. I should have it.
Umbrella Entertainment needs to get on this movie.
Yeah. Somebody needs to get on this movie because, like, it's a cult classic. People call it a cult classic. I think it's slightly bigger than a cult classic these days, but that's me. I think there's a lot in this movie that goes on to influence a lot of popular culture after this, and I think the world is richer for it. So yeah, shelf.
All right. And Zach?
I don't have a whole lot to say other than shelf. So I did think of one other thing though. I do like the song over the end credits. It's Nobody Rides for Free by Rat.
Yeah.
It's a good way to end it.
Yep. But this one,
Love
this one
Rat.
definitely goes on the shelf. I do have the DVD, but I should get a proper Blu-ray of it.
I'm a little surprised you don't have a Blu-ray of this,
Me
actually,
too.
after our conversation.
I like I said, I bought it in digital, and that's I guess it's just HD. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a 4K. Does a 4K Blu-ray even exist?
Yes, it does. You can go on Amazon right now and buy the Steelbook.
Oh,
I don't
might
buy
do that.
many Blu. I think I don't buy a lot of Blu-rays in general.
Still doesn't have a commentary.
I know. Like I'm sure it just doesn't exist, and at this point, no,
It's not gonna exist.
I feel like she should be able to recall something interesting about it.
Yeah, but do people care enough?
I do.
Okay, the people that would put it together and pay to have it done care enough.
It's
I think
only
that's the problem.
$23 for the Steelbook limited edition.
Oh, this is distributed by Fox. Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
Oh, yeah. They did. Did Fox maybe
Production with Largo Entertainment and Johnny Utah Production.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like especially with, also to what Ken had last said, I think you are right. This movie has become more than a cult classic at this point. This movie is much more like known. Like, you really can call this a cult classic anymore. It's more than that for sure.
We could just say classic. We could say
Yeah.
masterpiece.
I agree there. It's it's almost 50% off right now, the Steelbook. I'm getting it
Well,
$25 shipped.
Prime
Place my
deals
order.
end today.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much for pointing that out to me. Everybody else listening right now, you missed your opportunity.
Sucks.
All right. We should go to plugs. And Zach, where we'll find you at?
You can find me on Absolutely the Best Podcast, a work in progress, where my co-host and I are going through the MCU movies and ranking them. We are technically caught up. Well, the Captain America Brave New World hasn't released yet. And since Thunderbolts isn't really streaming yet, unless you want to pay $25, I'm seeing we're caught up. But we're going to be basically caught up from now on. And then we're We just decided that we're going to start covering the Alien movies next, and so Mike informed me that he is also doing that.
Slowly.
It's a race to the finish. I feel like
Slowly doing that. I'm covering the second one in Spooktober.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And I don't see Alien. Well, I can almost guarantee you Alien 3 is not happening this year. So, like, yeah, it ain't gonna be any. It's gonna be slow. It's not. I'm not in a rush.
I think we're deciding still if we're going to include the Alien vs Predators movie, and then do we also then need to do like the AVP universe, and then also do the Predator movies? So I don't know. We're still deciding on that.
That was one of my plans. Like once I finish Star Wars, I want to do all that, and we'll see.
Anyways, Google Absolutely the Best Podcast, Work in Progress, and you'll find us. Or there'll be a link in the show notes, actually.
There will be, yes.
There you go.
And if you enjoyed this episode, there's over 800 other episodes of podcasts. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. You can find everything we do on Podbean. You can search in. You never know. Type in a random movie. We might have done it. We've done, at this point, over 160 different movies. So you never know what the hell we've covered. I don't even know what the fuck we are covering all the time. So definitely go check that out. If you want to support the show, we do a Patreon. Little dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. But great way to support the show. Great way to affect the show. If you want to be a part of the show, if you want to suggest things for us to cover, join our Discord. It's free. We're always having new people join us and chat with us on there. And that's also how you can suggest things I'll someday get to. And just, it exists. Please join it. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Has Fury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And check out A Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Vaya con Dios.
Yo, audience. I'll see you in the next life.
Nice. Very good.